What's up, y'all? It's me, Kiwan. I am back with another video. Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 6, Episode 4, Blinded by Lies. But y'all, before we start this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And click the notification bell button so you can get reminders of the videos that I'm dropping. So, y'all, the episode started with Trick Daddy. Y'all, I like Trick Daddy, okay? I like Trick Daddy. We'll get there. He is celebrating his son Jaden's college graduation, y'all. He graduated from FAMU. So that's good. Kudos. Trick actually wanted him to graduate first before he dabbed into a music career. And I was like, that's cool. I was okay with that. So then we get to the next scene. No, 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 no. Hot Topic is at the graduation. And she's yet again talking about Trina to somebody. And I'm just like, at this point, girl, mind your business. If she didn't tell you, she just ain't tell you. Let it uh, go. Okay? Let it go. Okay? So y'all was looking at Trick Daddy. And y'all remember when Trick Daddy first came out? He was so fine. Baby, it was like, okay, what's up? Shut up. Like, Trick Daddy was he looked tall, chocolate, young, thug specimen of a man. But baby, now we got this. We got Onk. Okay, he went from this to this, and I just wanted to say that. Like I was supposed to bring my phone so I can just show y'all a reminder of what Trick Daddy looked like. Okay, he looked it good. Okay, he looked it yummy. Anyway, um, so the conversation with Trick and his son, um, Trick's son, his son and his uncle, it was just really going over my head because they was talking about him rapping and it was just a whole lot of going on. So Derek stopped by at the graduation party. He really wanted to meet Trick, and Trick asked him to stop by. So that was cool. And then he's introduced to a set of twins. Now, I don't know their names yet, but we get their names later. Um, in the next scene, Zoe says her and her manager boyfriend, they are not happy right now because last week, was it last week or the week before last when they actually got into it? And so Zoe was like, I'm gonna leave. And he was like, you can't do that. And I was like, girl, if you don't flick him, he just give me, I want help. And I'm a hobosexual looking for somebody vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Zoe, he ain't the one of the two, ma'am. But I'ma let it go. Gonna let it go. So Baby Delulu stops over at Zoe's house. And y'all know Baby Delulu is Bianca, Zoe's little sister. I love Zoe. I do. I do. I do. I do. So Zoe tells her sister, you made me look crazy. Bianca said, she was like, you embarrassed me in front of Shay and Fable, and I got into it with them behind you and all of this foolishness. So she was like, why did you do that? So Bianca said, because Fabian stood her up. And I was like, ma'am, that don't really explain who you was pregnant for. So you fell for a man that you never met. Child. She looked like she a little delayed. That's all we gonna say. So apparently she was pregnant by another man, but she ended up having a miscarriage, which was unfortunate. So apparently she used that old pregnancy test to give to Zoe so Zoe can show Fabio. I mean, whatever his name is, Fabian Fable. I don't like him. Anyway, in the next scene, Bobby and Trina meets up. And Bobby did tell Trina he was happy for her, but he wasn't happy about how he found out how they, that she got married. And Trina was like, well, I found out just like you. And I was like, yeah, you may have found out online, but ma'am, please don't play in our face with this. This right here is some foolishness. I found out just like you, ma'am. You the one who got me. Boop. Anyway, um, so Bobby was trying to tell her about the messages he received from a woman alleged alleging that um Swerve was not who he said he was. He have kids, yada yada yada. And Trina was like, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't care who it is. It could be the ex baby, the ex baby mama, the ex girlfriend of the ex of the ex. I ain't trying to hit it. So Bobby was just like, you know what? If if you happy, I'm gonna be happy for you. And they just, he was like, I'm just gonna be on board with whatever my cousin on board with. So that's fine. So Bobby get to talking about the fact that he stopped drinking. And y'all, I really did not know that. I didn't know he was drinking, nor did I know he was on that cocaine. And he, while he was drinking, he needed more of a high, so it moved him to to do that cocaine even more. But he quit, and I'm really really happy for Bobby. You can tell he is a totally different person. Um, but hey, it is what it is. So, Shay. Shay says Zoey and her sister look dumb coming for her relationship. Girl, you look dumb for being in this relationship. You the dummy. Whatever. So she meets with Jen, her business manager. And so Jen tells Shay that you're missing deals. And Shay says she's missing deals because she's dealing with having issues with Fable or whatever. Girl, I don't like him. Fable. And Shay, you look dumb AF. And then Jen telling her to go through Fable's things and his phone and tablet or whatever. And my opinion is if you have to go through all of that, then you don't need to be with him. You automatically know you can't trust him. You know how he is. So you doing all of this, why? 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 Because you, again, ultimately you end up looking crazy rather than leave the situation because you see him for who he is. He is not a good person. He has shown himself to be an evil little prick since last season, but we gonna leave it there, and we gonna leave you with your man, your man, your man. So y'all, Trick is 50 years old. I'm sorry. Listen, I love Trick Daddy, except for when he's being really, really crass. That's the only time he get on my nerves. But y'all, Trick look a little older than 50, That's why I was like, oh Lord, Trick Daddy, sir. You know, so, he reflects in being back in the hospital. He basically said, his life was flashing before his eyes. And, now he wants to rekindle with this woman named, what is her name? So Unique. One word, not two. He messed with So Unique before, but then he ended up messing with her friends, and now he wants her back. When he started messing with her friends, I guess it didn't sit well with her, and so they broke up. So he meets with So Unique. He actually cooks for her at a restaurant, and so they both talk and exchange apologies. And Trick said everybody basically left him for dead, and he is now cleaning out his closet. So Unique can move in and bring in her clothes and stuff. And then they started, he reminds her that you said that I had a pretty looking peen. And I was like, "Ew." And so she said, you know, that he was good in the room, and that mouth can do a whole lot. And I was like, "Girl, he eat booty with that mouth." girl, whatever. I don't know. It just looked contrived a little bit, if you ask me. But I'm going to let them have it. In the next scene, Derek is meeting with the Hollywood twins. Those are Trick nieces, not his nieces. Um, he's meeting with them in the studio, and we find out that one of the twins, Deja, is messing with Jaden, Trick Daddy's son. And I just want to point this out. The way they talk aggravates my soul. I'm not gonna try to talk like them, but I don't think I want to do a whole season with that. But we gonna let it go, and we gonna leave it alone. So the whole time they supposed to be recording, paying attention. Deja's thinking about Jaden, and then the other twin, Asia, I forgot her name. I think I forgot her name, but I know it starts with an A. I Asia and Alicia, I don't know. Anyway, she's telling her sister, you need to focus. Like, why are you even messing with him? Because if Trick finds out, he's gonna be mad. That's his son, and that's the ultimate disrespect. Um, so they get in the studio, make they little. I thought they was gonna rap. Listen, at this point, I don't know if they rap, sing, or tap dance, but they put down a little track, and it was them talking, and I was like, no, ma'am. So basically, Derek said working with them is a step down, because he worked with big name artists, and he doing this to do a favor for Trick. And I'm just like, whatever. In the next scene, we see Shay again. She said she found the messages with Fable and the other women, but you didn't have to go through those messages to know how he was. You didn't have to go through those messages. You knew he was a dog ninja. You knew that. But whatever. They say, you don't believe fat meat is greasy. Just retarded. I mean, ooh, sorry, y'all. So she's at her mom's house. She's, updating her mom on what's going on with her and Fable. Shay has apologized to her mom for her part in how her and her mom, you know, the altercation or whatever, or how she handled the situation with her mom. She also apologizes on Fable's behalf, which you can't do that. You know that he don't like your mom. He doesn't like your brother. And quiet as it's kept, he really don't like you, but we gonna let it go. Um, Shay says that Fable is a demon and a liar, and she says that the relationship is toxic. Y'all, this man must have platinum. Mm. Anyway, Shay's mom says she's always wanted her to see Fable for who he was. And I guess sometimes when you're in lust, you don't see nothing. You don't see nothing. You don't see how bad a person is. You don't see their flaw. You overlook their flaws until you actually have to come to terms and come to grips and see it. You can feel it when somebody's energy is terrible. You can really feel their energy. But you know what? That's on her moving forward. So, Hot Topic says she's been pushed out the circle with Trina. She says that in her confessional. And ma'am, I don't think you was pushed out. She was just quiet about her situation. She just didn't share it with you. You are taking this to a whole nother level. Um, and so now she's meeting up with the alleged baby mama. I want to say the lady name was Connie, and the sister. And for me personally, y'all may like Hot Topic, but to me, she's a snake in the grass. If I ever seen one, y'all, she is a snake in the grass. Because every time we seen her since she found out about the situation, she decided to just take this storyline and run with it. And it's like, really? Instead of you just actually going to talk to Trina, you talking to everybody else except for her. Or just at least wait until she comes out of her bubble and then you have that conversation. You know. So I I me might not be you, but me really kind of feel like she was the one that put that lady business on Front Street for the media, but I might be wrong and I'm okay with being wrong. But I just kind of believe that, especially like how hard she's going with this entire situation. Like she is going extremely hard. Anyway, Connie says this is the alleged baby mama. She said she used to work with Swerve at a restaurant. She said she was sleeping with Swerve and she said she got pregnant. She said she didn't find out about any of the other women until she was pregnant. I call Cap. I call Cap. I feel like you, like other people, chose to ignore the red flags. And she said when she found out, she told Swerve about when she found out she was pregnant. She told Swerve about the baby, and then he pulled a David Copperfield on her and disappeared. She said she been trying to reach him, call him, no phone, no social media. Baby, when I tell you he Caspered her. She said he have a grandmother that she tried to get in contact with, but the grandmother ain't want no parts of it. And I was like, child, not him acting like where is Waldo? But that's you know what? It's kind of ironic that you made yourself disappear, but all of a sudden you on TV, you on TV, and you just happen to be with Trina. And so Hot Topic just want info. I feel like Hot Topic just want info at this point for personal reasons. I don't know. I just don't trust her. I don't trust her. But she was questioning Connie as if Connie was lying or something. Like, I don't know. It was the way she was questioning that alleged baby mama as if the only reason she's coming out was because he's with Trina. And it's like, ma'am, well, if she can't find him, and all of a sudden I'm looking at the TV screen and I see him on TV, of course I'm gonna say something because he is the father of my kid. So then I believe she asked her, how do you know? That's the only man she been with. It's almost like you're trying to accuse this, like you just feel like this lady lying. I don't know. It was just Hot Topics line of questioning or that lady that just really also rubbed me the wrong way. So Connie, I think that was if I gave her another name, then my bad, y'all. So Connie really just want him to be held accountable for his kid. She doesn't want anything. She just wants him to take care of his responsibility. So apparently, once again, they're saying that he has kids elsewhere and that he is a scammer. This is all alleged. So we get back to Shay and Fable, and she has a conversation about what she found in his tablet about the messages he has with the other woman. And I'm so tired of talking about Shay and Fable. So they get into it. He leaves, take the mic off, come back and apologizes to her. Child, he done pulled out all the stops. He already know how to play on your heartstrings by coming back and apologizing and sounding low when he really full of it. So he coming back like, I'm sorry. Her stupid. Sorry. Changed her mind completely. She was like, I don't, first you trying to fight it. You know you need to leave him, but you're trying to fight it. So she was like, she's done with him, but it's hard to leave him. And so then she blames it on her daughter and says, I'm just thinking about her daughter. No, you're thinking about you. I really need y'all to stop staying with people for the kids. Shout out to Tara. Please, please stop staying with people for the kids. Kids can feel energy. They feel when there's a negative energy, when things are happening, things are going on betwixt their parents. But y'all make this excuse in y'all brain to say, hey, we're going to stay for the kids. I listen, I can't pass judgment because I will say this. It's hard to sometimes leave a relationship that's not good for you. But when you learn to choose yourself, when you learn to choose you and you really learn to love yourself, you will then understand, hey, I have to go. We can make arrangements for the kid or kids. And at this point, you know that everything is just about co-parenting. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, baby. That was free. So y'all, we get to Zoey's album release party. And girl, what, Flo? You're just dying for a yeast infection, huh? That whole it fit, ma'am, you at this point, you're just choosing to wear clothes that are too small. Ma'am, you got a BBL. And your BBL is BBLing. And your clothes did live. Anyway, so Hot Topic walks in, and again, I didn't watch it last season, so I didn't know she got into it with Gael and Flo. So Bobby is standing there with Gael and Flo. Hot Topic walk in, she already on one. So now she pissed off at Bobby because, you know, Bobby is having a good time. He ain't bothering nobody, nobody bothering him. She calls him fake and said he hanging out with the op, and it's just a whole disruption. So security decided to put her out, and I was okay with that. So y'all, Zoey gets on the stage and she starts to rap. She was first, before she got on stage, she was actually wondering if Calvin was going to show up. That's the boyfriend manager, the boyfriend slash manager. Let me say that like that. And so Trina actually gives her her flowers publicly, and I was okay with that. I was like, all right, because I do remember Trina was really dry with her. I don't know if this was last season or the season before that, but to see Trina give her her flowers today is awesome. Trina does seem a little lighter and less nasty. And then when I say that, I mean stuck up. Anyway, I like Zoey because Zoey is the least problematic cast member on here next to Angela. Um, and then y'all, Calvin shows up. The homosexual decides to show up with his flowers and his proposal, and I was like, girl, please. And Zoey, I'm sorry, y'all, but the way Zoey said yes, it was just like everybody's asking me to say yes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. Because you just said that you and him wasn't good. And then you up and accept this proposal that don't sit right with me. I'm sorry, y'all. I do not like him. It's like he's trying to hold on to this management job so he can hold on to her, because if he don't have that, he has nothing. And I really could be wrong, but it's something about this guy that make me feel like you're really using this lady. But you know what? This where the episode ends. We'll see next week, y'all, because one of the girls gonna tell Zoey she gonna be channeling my energy. Like this man ain't right for you. So y'all, we finna find out next week, y'all. And I usually I ain't been liking this here season. Y'all know I've been having a fit since Suki been gone, okay? However, this next week, I'm gonna be front and center for next week. This week was pretty good. Um, Trick Daddy, you know, I love Trick Daddy. I got to find a picture or something and post it and put Trick Daddy on there because baby, he was Trick Daddy was Trick Daddy. Hold on. Anyway, y'all, this is where the video ends. One more thing before I leave out of here. Listen, make sure y'all go find an old picture of Trick Daddy, y'all, because baby, he had them goals. He had that. He was just so sorry, y'all. Reverting back to my old self. He looked it good, okay? People change, but we need them to change like that Method Man change. He looked good. That David Banner change. Not that Trick Daddy change, okay? That, mm, mm, baby. I'm sorry, y'all.